Every development team needs a good way to manage changes and version code in their code base. That's why they use source control tools. We also call it source control management or the SCM. Open the edit menu, open the project setting, and in the last version control tab. Unity has integration with two version control system, Perforce and Plastic SCM. You can select any server and enter the credentials, and you can get the credentials from their website. Or you can also use external systems such as Git, including the Git LFS, that is for large file support, for more efficient version control of your larger assets like graphics and sound resources. Install the source tree. It's a free Git client for Windows and Mac. It's a visual client for managing your source code. To demonstrate in this video, I will be using a Bitbucket instead of a GitHub. Scrolling down a source tree page to show you some information. To work on Bitbucket, you need to create your account, and for individual user, creating account is free. Scrolling a Bitbucket page to show you some information. On your system, open the source tree client. And this is the list of working project. To add a new account, open source tree, click on Preference and go to Accounts tab and press Add to enter the credentials. From the first host tab, you can select which hosting service you are using. In my case, I am using a Bitbucket, but you have several other options to use. Next, you need to select the authentication type. In my case, I am selecting a basic. Here you type the username and password that you get from the Bitbucket. Select the prototype as HTTPS, and that's it. Now press save. Closing this window, and by clicking the new button you get these options. I have selected the clone from URL if you want to clone a repository from the URL. You can also create a remote repository. That means it will be linked with your account and will be saved on the Bitbucket server. Enter the name, it's basically your project name. Enter the description and the project type, keep it as Git. This is a private repository is checked. That means it will be a private repository. It's your personal project and only you can access it. We can also create a local repository that will stay on your system, on your local system. And you can scan the directory for the existing project, and then we can also push them to remote. And in the remote section, it shows all the projects that we have on the Bitbucket server. And we can click on this clone button to clone it on our system. And then we make changes on it, and source tree detects those changes, and with the help of source tree we commit those changes back to the Bitbucket server. And that's how this process works to manage the code. I'm opening a current working project, and that's how the project dashboard looks like. At this branches section we have all the branches we are working on. We can double click on it to open the branch. And this is a commit button to commit the changes to the server. In this section, it shows all the affected changes. From this checkbox, we select all the changes. Here we add the description what we have done in this commit. Or we can push these changes to a new branch. Here we can enter the name of the branch. Let's say I want to make all the changes in a video folder. I will type video / and enter the name of the branch. I will name it as Video 6 Teamwork. It's better to type in small caps and use a dash to separate the words. Press the create button to create a new branch. Now you can see the Video 6 Teamwork in the branches section, and it's in the videos folder. But currently we have this branch at local machine. We need to push it. Click on the commit button. It's asking because we haven't given a description. It's always good practice to add a description. Press OK. Press OK. Now it's uploading our code on the Bitbucket. The code is committed successfully. For the source control management, if you are working with the team, it's better every developer should have their own folder. It's better the folder should be with the developer name. I'm using, for example, a developer 1. After the slash, the commit name. And press create branch. Take a look on the branches side. Now we have a new folder with the developer 1. And every developer should repeat this process with their own name. Let's create one more developer with the name developer 2. It's a very useful process if you have a big project with the multiple members in your team. Quickly adding one more commit in the developer 1. That's how it looks. This section shows all the remote branches. To view the current branch on the remote on the web, click on this View Remote button. It will open the Bitbucket website or your server you have configured. This is how your project looks like on the web server. Switching back to Unity. Next, I will be making a few changes in the scene to show you the process how the source tree detects changes, and then we commit those changes on the server. Switch back to source tree, and source tree detected uncommitted changes. Click on it. In the uncommitted changes, we have custom menu.unity. At the commit button, it shows we have one change to commit. Enter the commit message, creating a new branch under developer 1. Press commit, and that was a complete way of updating the changes. And one of the very important part in the source control management is the .gitignore file. In the Finder, open your project folder. On the Mac OS, use shortcut key Command-Shift- to reveal the hidden files. Open this .gitignore file. It's a plain text file. In this file, we have the path of directory or the files that basically we want to ignore. We don't want to commit these files. These can be a temporary files generated by Unity, library folder or the temporary folder, maybe the builds with the .apk or the Unity packages. And this file is stored at the root of your project. These are the other helping tools for the source control management. I would suggest go to their websites and read more about them. It's a Git LFS website. Second, we have a Git for Unity. Install the GitHub for Unity plugin. This open source extension allows you to view your project history, experiment in branches, commit your changes, and push your code to the GitHub without leaving the Unity. As in the video I shown you previously, Unity maintains a .gitignore file. This can help you decide what should and what shouldn't go into the Git repository and enforce those rules. Open the Unity Asset Store on the web and add GitHub for Unity into your account. Open the package manager in Unity and go to My Assets section. There you will find a GitHub for Unity and download it and then import in the project. And you can open the GitHub from the Windows menu and click on GitHub and add the required credentials. Unity Teams is another option for streamlining your teamworks. Unity Teams allows you to store your entire project in the cloud, so it's backed up by accessible anywhere. This makes it simple to save, share, sync your Unity project with anyone. I hope this video helps you. If you have any question, you can always ask me. Thank you for watching and I see you in the next.